What is this place?
It's an old shack Peter and Peggy spiffed up for our games.
It's a portal, Wendy. The place we go after this. That's the one you should be excited about.
And what place is that?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Only the most miraculous place known in the history of places. The one.
The only
Neverland.
What? I don't understand.
Neverland. You've never been there?
No, it sounds very far away and strange.
Far away? No, not at all. My very good boy. It's quite close, actually.
Young Peter removes young Joey's hat and taps on his head.
What? Neverland is under my hat.
No, in your head, silly.
That place is much closer for girls. Us boys take longer to get there.
Here.
Oh, enough of that. It is the place of daydreams. You know, the kind of place when you're still wide awake to enjoy it and remember it forever and always.
Sorry. My mother's...
I still don't get it.
I still don't get it. How do we get there?
Try this for me, Joey. What is the most amazing, most delicious, most scrumptious thing you could possibly imagine to eat?
My mother's gingerbread. We always loved sneaking it from the kitchen at Christmas time.
That's it. You're already halfway there.
How so?
All you need to do is think happy thoughts, like that of cake or Christmas time. And close your eyes. Think, Joey. Can you see it?
Well, my eyes are closed, so no.
Oh, no.
He's never done it before, Peter. Don't get your bloomers in a twist.
Joke's on you. I don't wear bloomers.
Never mind. Don't worry, Joey. Sometimes it takes a while to get there.
It would help if we really did have something happy to think about.
Oh, but we do. Fellow lost ones, take your pick of the most wonderful treats I could imagine. Viola? Viola?
Voila.
Voila!
Young Peter reveals a small plate of sugar cubes.
I'm having a whole plate of Scottish shortbread, the best that money can buy.
Out with the candles first, birthday girl.
Young Peggy takes a sugar cube from the plate that young Peter has set out.
Sorry, talk about it.
And some toffee pudding with lots of ice cream.
Wendy takes a sugar cube.
And for me, Victoria's sponge cake with a mountain of strawberries.
Young Peter takes 2 sugar cubes. He passes the plate to young Joey.
Well, Joe, take your pick.
I'll be having mother's gingerbread.
Very good, Joey. And what about you, Lily?
Young Lily doesn't answer and stays still, holding her doll in young Joey's hand. Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think she wants to go just yet.
Oh, that's all right. If you want to join us, just squeeze my hand. We'll take you if you want to go. Okay, everyone. Now close your eyes and just think happy thoughts. And off we go.
In the back area of the stage, a dim, warm colored light comes up on the fairy Tinkerbell. Peter Pan enters and joins hands with her. Wendy Bird comes on and holds Peter Pan's hand, leaving him in the middle of the 2 winged girls. They raise their hands up as if they're about to bow and reach out for a very confused but happy lost boy. They all hold hands and then clap excitedly and dance around. They make their way to a table fully set and covered in the favorite foods that they all mentioned before. So this is basically just their daydream going on. It's like what they're thinking. Yeah. So.
Where are we? Is this it? Is this really it?
Yes, you did it, Joey. You made it to Neverland.
Who are they?
The best parts of us. They are the friends that Neverland has waiting for us. Mine is the one dressed all in leaves. I call her Tinkerbell. It's such a pretty name, if I do say so myself.
At least I kept my name.
Only half of it.
Peter Pan is so much more clever than boring old Peter Driscoll. And you know it, Stinkerbell.
No, now, let's not quarrel. Joey, I'm the angel with the white dress and the many-coloured wings. I picked them out myself.
Oh, yes, we know Miss Wendy Bird. We all know that. Joey, what do you want to be?
I don't know. I must say, I feel a bit lost.
Oh, that's all right. We were all lost boys and girls at some point. It just takes some time to get used to the magic. Speaking of magic...
And now, we feast.
Wait, shouldn't someone say grace first?
Yeah, as young Wendy says her line, Wendy Bird pantomimes the action of praying.
I assure you, Wendy, there will be nothing graceful about this meal.
Amen!
The group in Neverland begins to eat ravenously as the group in the shack give verbal reactions.
Best cake I ever tasted.
And the shortbread, too.
The ice cream is simply wonderful. How is your gingerbread, Joey?
It's just like I remembered. This place is magnificent. Perfect even.
Young Lily tugs on young Joey's sleeve.
Joey, is this the place Mom and Daddy want to went to?
Lights down immediately on the back of the Neverland party. The daydream has been broken, and everyone looks at young Lily.
Well, no, Lily. I don't believe it is.
Then I don't want to go. I miss them.
I understand. I miss my mother, too.
And my father.
And my parents. And I know you miss them, but wouldn't your parents want you to be happy?
Yes.
That's what Neverland is. Happiness.
Peggy is right. Here you can never be hurt again, so you never have to grow up.
Never grow up? But that's impossible.
Well, you don't have to grow up, unless you want to, that is.
Young Peggy stops her from going further.
But we don't want to, right? Growing up is for adults, and adults can never be in Neverland.
She's right. In fact, they would ruin it, because grown-ups say they never know how the world really is. But we know better. Neverland is our world as it should be. Miraculous, happy, strange, fun, and even silly sometimes. Isn't that great?
Yes.
If you never grow up, you can never know sadness. And if you hold on to happy thoughts, you'll never be hurt again. And best of all, once you come here, you can never really leave.
Young Wendy begins to cry.
What did you say to her? Oh, what did you say to her, Peggy?
Young Peggy lightly punches Peter's shoulder.
Oh, what is it, Wendy?
It's just that I'm leaving Neverland. Tonight was my last time.
What?
I'm to be adopted in the morning. Headmistress told me, so I guess this is goodbye.
Don't say that. Never say that.
Please, Wendy, never say goodbye, because goodbye means going away. And going away means forgetting.
Oh, Peter, how could I ever forget you?
Young Peter and young Wendy hug. Young Peggy becomes the awkward third wheel and hugs young Peter from behind, leaving young Peter in between the two.
That's awesome.
Well, we shouldn't stand round here all night blubbering. Let's go. We can have one last daydream together, right? I mean, we still haven't started their initiation.
Or your birthday.
Well, we can still have a party. One for all of us. Wouldn't that be good to have some fun while we can?
Dolly again too.
Young Lily holds up her doll.
Absolutely. Now, remember everyone, happy thoughts only. And we're off again.
The lights come up on the Neverland party again.
That's it. You've done it. Peter, your sword if you please.
Peter Pan hands over a long sword for a knighting ceremony to Tinkerbell as young Peter hands young Peggy a candlestick from a shelf.
Neil,
Lost boy.
Psst, that's you, Joey.
Young Joey and Lost Boy kneel down before young Peggy and Tinkerbell respectively.
Do you, Lost Boy, swear on your life never to grow up, never to forsake the call to Neverland, and to never, never look back?
I swear.
Excellent. Welcome to the Lost Ones, Sir Lost Boy.
That name is going to get old.
I rather like it.
And you, Lily. Now, who would you like to be, little miss?
Mama and Daddy always called me their princess. I want to be a princess.
Then the princess you shall be. After all, we're in need of a leader.
Hey, I thought that was my job.
Just go with it, Peter. She needs this.
All right, if it's for a cause.
Princess Lily, Neil, do you swear?
Young Peter looks to see if young Peggy is occupied before pulling young Wendy a little downstage. Peter Pan and Wendy Bird do the same in the Dream World area.
Wendy, before you leave forever, I want you to have this. I got it when the old dog, Liza, okay. Liza was sewing up?
Yeah.
Liza was sewing up the bed sheets last week.
They basically call the maid a dog because she's so rough and everything.
So clever, by the way.
It's,
So
yeah.
clever.
Anyway, go ahead.
Nice.
It was supposed to be, well, a surprise.
Young Peter hands young Wendy a thimble from his pocket.
Oh, Peter! A thimble? You shouldn't have.
It's Brook.
Oh, but it was so much fun snatching it though. Peggy and I have been trying to get at it ever since we got here. The unattainable treasure for someone just as rare.
I promise you, I'll wear this forever. Thank you, Peter. Oh, it's beautiful. It sparkles like the stars.
So do you.
What?
Nothing. It's nothing. Just always be waiting for me, Wendy. I'll make it out of here.
Young Peggy is now finishing the Lost One's oath, not hearing young Peter and young Wendy's conversation. Can you say your last line again?
I'll make it out of here.
Yeah.
I'll make it out of here.
And never look back.
I swear. And so does Dory. Can I have cake now?
Yes, everyone. More treats for the newest members of the Lost Ones. And a sweet farewell to the lovely Miss Wendy Bird. May she never shed her feathers.
Hear, hear!
Oh, I shall miss you all so much. We'll see each other again someday. I believe that. Don't you all?
Hear,
Yeah,
hear!
yeah.
There.
Oh, and happy birthday, Peggy.
Here, here.
All but
Okay. Nobody's watching you have a happy birthday. We just
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
again. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Peggy, here, I want you to have this for your birthday.
Oh, Wendy, your mother's musical box. I can't take this. It's too special.
It's something to remember me by.
No, you must keep it with you to remember her by. I know if my mother gave me something that wonderful, I would never part with it.
Me neither.
Wouldn't you do the same, Peter? If your mother gave you something, wouldn't you keep it to remember her?
I don't need silly trinkets to do that. She gave me something else to remember her by.
Well, anyways, we can listen to music together as my present to you, Peggy.
Didn't you bring your present, Peter?
I'm waiting for Christmas to give it to her. I wouldn't want to outshine everyone else's gifts with how great mine is.
You silly boy. Get back to the toasting.
All right, a toast to the brightest, best girl we've ever had. To Wendy!
Here, here.
Yeah, yeah.
Young Peggy is noticeably hurt but covers it up instantaneously.
I think we've had enough toasting. What shall we do now?
I know just the thing.
Yes, it's perfect.
Young Wendy takes out her music box, winds it up, and they all begin to dance. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, this is just long. Okay. Oh, I forgot about this part. Never mind. Including the group's Neverland counterparts. Lost Boy and young Joey spins young Lily around, and young Peggy, Tinkerbell, reaches for young Peter's hand, but he takes young Wendy's hand, not noticing young Peggy. She takes his other hand anyway, and they all dance around happily as the music fades into the next scene, warping and twisting as young Peggy yawns, then looks up.
Everything was perfect.
The lights slowly come back up, but stay somewhat dimmed. They should feel like a flashlight is being beamed down on a small area of the stage, which is split into 3 sections. Young Peggy stands center stage, observing in low lighting. The first section scene takes place in 1911. Left center lights come up on a small cot in which Maggie O'Druid rests with a small bundle in her arms. She winces in pain before younger Peggy enters with her father, Jacob O'Druid, behind her. Maggie masks her pain and smiles warmly.
Mother. Mother! Oh, Mother!
Hello, my little one. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to get into Irish.
You're fine.
Hello, my little one. Come to me. Come meet your sister.
Am I somebody in this?
Not yet. You are, but
Mine's
you are.
Jacob.
You're Jacob.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
Jacob.
So you're Jacob. You're like Arshish, basically.
Could somebody speak
Oh,
in an
please.
Irish?
You don't
Virginia
have to
just
be.
did,
You're
yeah.
Another
basically,
girl?
You're basically like 3 years old. You don't need the access.
Her name is Jessica. Won't you hold her?
Jacob leaves as Maggie finishes her line.
Mother, why does Papa not love the baby?
Oh, no, darling. Your papa loves your baby sister just as much as he loves you. It's just, he had his heart set on a little Jessie being a boy, that's all.
Then Papa would love us more if we were boys.
Maggie stays silent. She can't deny this.
Would you rather us be boys, Mother?
Maggie touches younger Peggy's face with love.
Peggy, both of you girls are worth more to me than 20 boys.
Maggie winces with pain.
Mother, are you all right?
I'll be all right. Right as rain in a flash, darling. Just a bit tired is all.
The baby.
You're a newborn. You haven't learned an accent
You
yet.
are 30 minutes old.
Quiet down in there, will you?
Why are you calling me the baby?
You're not in this part yet. You're involved.
Oh, Bethany.
Oh my
Way to go, me and
You have a
Good
scene
job,
after
Michael.
this.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Oh, little Jessie, it's all right. Don't cry. Mama's here.
She never did.
And I'm here. And why does she still cry?
Perhaps because while she's waiting to be born, she was safe and warm. Almost as if in her own little world. Now that she's here, she's scared. She liked being where she was, but she was lonely there, all on her own.
Now I'm going to keep her safe and happy always.
Younger Peggy picks up a small rattle on the side table,
Quiet, you.
rattles it so that we hear the sound of bells. Surprisingly, the baby starts to laugh.
Mother, she likes it. She's laughing.
And what a jolly little laugh it is. It is a very special thing, the baby's first laugh. For it sings its first song up to the heavens and comes back on the wings of the baby's very own angel.
An angel? What are angels, Mama?
As Maggie starts the following line, a warm spotlight upstage left shines on little Fairy, who pantomimes waking up just behind the cot, but no one reacts to it in the real world. This is Neverland just beginning.
Well, these angels are beautiful creatures, and some of them even have wings.
You mean they fly?
Yes, they do. And the best part is you and I each have one of our own, Peggy.
We do.
Tinkerbell enters and dances on with Mother Fairy. They join hands and dance happily.
Oh, there must be one for each person born. And as long as we live, our angel will always be there, happily watching us smile and laugh, protecting us for the rest of our days.
Well, I promise you I'm going to protect her, Mama.
I know you will. And now, she'll have two guardian angels.
Maggie cries out in pain. Younger Peggy clutches to her arm as the baby begins to cry again. Lights out on the dancing trio as fairies as they wave to the sky.
Mother, something's wrong. Papa, come quick.
No, my darling, I'm fine. I'll be...
Maggie cries out again as Jacob enters.
Maggie! Or I'll get the nurses.
Jacob, no, I'm fine. It's just a twinge.
Another pain causes her to cry out as Jacob beckons the nurses into the small room.
Mother!
Don't worry, my child. Just hold on your sister and think happy thoughts. For Mother, all right? You can do that for me.
Maggie once again strokes younger Peggy's hair as younger Peggy takes the baby from Maggie's arms, holds her close. The nurses enter silently and hover around Maggie's bedside just as she seems to faint. Younger Peggy tries to get closer to the bed, but Jacob holds her back firmly.
Oh, Mother, no. Please, no. I need you.
Quiet, Margaret. There's nothing you can do. Let the grown-ups take care of her. And keep that baby quiet.
As Jacob exits, everyone else in the scene freezes in position. Everyone freezes as little Fairy stands at the foot of Maggie's bed and holds out her arms. The lights go off on left center and immediately on an identical spotlight placed right center. Oh my gosh, Abby. 3 years later, June 18th, 1914, in a smaller bed lies 3-year-old Jessie O'Druitt, sick with fever. Young Peggy, age 13, same as the prologue, sits next to her.
So, you see, the two fairies danced forever and ever with their beautiful mother, and everyone lived happily ever after. The end.
Oh no, Peggy, not the end.
Oh, but it is. I told you the whole story. It ended.
But I don't want it to.
Young Peggy gives Jessie some water.
There you go. Drink it slowly. I think you should sleep now.
No.
You need your rest.
I don't want to go to bed. I won't. I want more story, please, Peggy.
All right. Very well then.
As young Peggy begins her story again, Little Fairy and Mother Fairy all dance around before Little Fairy tugs on the mother's dress and points to the sky. Mother Fairy looks up, then bends down and kisses Little Fairy on her forehead.
After they danced, the little fairy looked up and said, "How is it that you learned to fly, Mother?" The beautiful Mother Fairy took her in her graceful arms and said, "We must think only happy thoughts, my child. Then, and only then, can we fly."
I want to fly, Peggy.
Maybe we can. Just think a happy thought first. I am thinking of springtime with all the pretty flowers. What are you thinking of? A new doll? Fancy chocolates? Your birthday?
Mama. Peggy, I see Mama.
Mother Fairy is now standing beside young Peggy, but she is invisible to all except Jessie. Mother Fairy stands with her arms stretched out to Jessie with a smile.
What?
She's right there. Right there, Peggy. I wanted to help me.
But, Jessie, Mama died.
No, she's right there.
Jessie starts coughing again, this time worse. Young Peggy holds her close.
What did I say about keeping her quiet?
Papa, something's wrong.
Then talk to the doctor. Leave me alone. I've got work to do.
I want to fly with Mama.
Jessie's body goes limp in young Peggy's arms.
Jessie! Jessie! Doctor! Come quick, please! Jessie, stay with me. I need you.
The doctor runs on stage. As soon as he touches the edge of Jessie's bed, they all freeze and the lights go out. It's now 2 weeks after Jessie's death, July 1914. As soon as the right center spotlight goes out, the Times Orphanage for Unfortunate Youth sign is illuminated in the upstage center by another spotlight. Under the sign stands Headmistress Marjorie Time. Jacob walks over to the area, dragging young Peggy into the spotlight with him.
Here. I trust this will be enough to cover the cost.
Jacob hands over a bag of money to Headmistress as young Peggy protests.
Of course, Mr. O'Drig, my establishment.
It's like, think Miss Minchin.
I don't know, yeah.
Secret Garden, what's her face?
Mrs. Medlock.
Medlock, think Medlock.
Medlock.
Little princess.
Medlock.
Of course, Mr.
Of course.
My
Mr.
staff-
O'Drig? I've honestly forgotten how to do a British accent.
It's okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's Irish.
Living
It's so
like
Irish.
No, she's British.
What's
You're
the
British.
line?
Of
Only
course,
the
Mr.
O'Drigs
We will
O'Drig.
take very good care of your girl,
Stephen,
I can assure you.
Well, I won't be needing her back.
Only time will tell, Mr. O'Drig. Only time will tell. Good day, sir. Come along, Margaret.
Papa, tell her that's not my name.
Young Peggy grabs her father's sleeve.
Papa, please don't leave me here.
I have no choice, girl. Don't you see that? Caring for your sister left me ruined. I've doubled my workload just to pay off the debts, not to mention feed you. Your ma's gone, God rest her soul, and there's no one else to care for you now.
But you can, Papa.
I'm not fit to raising girls, and with war coming down on our heads, it's safer for you here than in my shack of a house. Now you be grateful, and you be good in your new home.
Papa, please no. I need you.
Jacob shoves her off him and exits down the aisles.
It's time for you to grow up.
The following happens in the dream sequence. As the music swells, everyone moves to blah, blah, blah. Anyway. Okay. Nurses, anybody?
She's gone.
In the right center spotlight, the doctor stands with Little Fairy and Jessie greeting each other behind him in a warm glow that silhouettes them. Steven.
She's gone.
Okay. In the upstage center spotlight, Headmistress restrains young Peggy.
He's gone.
No! Go. Katie.
Don't leave me.
The doctor, nurses, and all of them, they all, blah, 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 that's not. Anyway. Don't leave me! Everyone is off stage but Peggy in her pile of blankets on the floor. She sits up and reaches out swiftly before realizing it was a nightmare. She sits on the floor, hugging herself tightly, panting and crying from the nightmare. Lights come up immediately and music cuts out.
Who do you want for Peter?
I think we'll do you for this scene.
Copy.
Sweet, I can run to that.
No change in set or lighting. The Hideaway, November 9th, 1918. Peter Driscoll, 17 years old, enters concerned.
Peggy, what's wrong? The dreams again?
Don't call them that. They weren't dreams.
The nightmares then. They came back.
The nightmares never leave, Peter. but the people in them always do. Every time I close my eyes to sleep, they're leaving me again, but every night's the same. I try to reach out. Maybe this time I can change their minds, but I can never make them stay with me.
Never say never, Peg.
Really? That's all you're gonna say?
Oh, come on. Sorry, I've got the Irish in my head.
I know, that's what I felt too. I was like, I don't know how to talk anymore. I just always know Irish.
Oh, come on. That's all I need to say. Our nightmares might not go away while we sleep, but remember, we can daydream too. Eventually those memories have no choice but to fly away from us forever.
I guess you're right. Now I'm British.
Of course I'm right. Forget all these grown-up problems from yesterday. We've plenty of dreams to get us through today. Remember who taught me? Never look back.
Never look back.
That's
they do their secret handshake.
I don't know what it looks like.
I don't know what it is either. Okay.
That's my girl. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That's my girl.
Peter holds out his hand. Peggy accepted, and they do their secret handshake. Never look back.
That's my girl.
Peggy seems to move a little closer to Peter as he pats her shoulder comfortingly before anything goes further. A knock is heard at the door. Joey, age 18, enters frantically.
Where have you two been?
All fighting pirates.
What?
I just overslept, Joey.
That's right, you did. And you know what that means.
Time's up.
Lights down as Peter, Peggy, and Joey run off stage. The set changes to Times Orphanage with a door, window, and 2 beds. The trio runs through the door.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna have Torrey read Headmistress at this point. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
And then
good.
you read Liza.
She's not back yet.
Just then a sharp whistle is heard. Peggy and Peter lower their heads and groan as if to say, "Not again."
I'll just be going. Wait.
You're just kind of like, okay, she's here. Like, I'll just be going. You're kind of like, okay,
I'll just be going.
Headmistress enters with the whistle, and Liza enters with 2 brooms and 2 buckets with rags.
Happy thoughts only, okay?
And what else?
Miss Margaret O'Druid, you're late again. That is the 3rd time this week. Shall this happen again, I will have no choice but to release you. And you, Mr. Driscoll, have been absent from the morning meal for 2 days. At this rate, I presume you don't mind missing it for the remainder of the week.
No more cold porridge. Can it be true? Oh, you are too kind, Lady Time. The hand of mercy itself come down to bless me.
Peter Driscoll.
Wait, hang on. Peter bows down, gets on his knees, and takes Headmistress's hand, and is about to kiss it like she's a member of royalty when she pulls it away swiftly and slaps him with it.
Peter Driscoll! There'll be none of that nonsense in my establishment, especially from you. Do I make myself clear?
As crystal, Headmistress. Clear as crystal.
As Peter finishes his line, he puts his hand in his pocket as if to hide something. Headmistress beckons Liza over to the children.
Now Liza has brought up the supplies, and seeing as you are behind schedule, I suggest you get to your work quickly. I expect this floor to be spotless in an hour. Now get to work!
Yes, Headmistress.
Yes, Headmistress.
Liza hands him the supplies as Headmistress starts to walk off stage, but realizes something is wrong.
Nothing less than perfection from you two, you hear? The only reason to keep you two around is so I don't have to break my back washing up after you. You would have been kicked out back onto the streets while you were still young pups if it were up to me.
Yes, Liza.
Sound like Liza from My Fair Lady.
That old dog would kick bark at us.
She does.
Peter and Peggy start to stifle a giggle as Liza walks in an exaggerated manner over to the Headmistress.
What seems to be the trouble, ma'am?
I appear to have misplaced my ring. I had it on just this morning, but it's not here.
It must have slipped off your finger, ma'am. Perhaps it'll turn up soon.
Headmistress glares at the snickering children.
Only time will tell, Liza. Only time will tell.
They exit. As soon as they leave, Peggy exclaims, "All right, what did you do with it?"
Happy birthday, Miss Margaret.
It's not my birthday, and you know it, Peter, and don't you dare call me that. Margaret. Let me see it. Oh, it's no thimble, but this was much too easy to snatch.
Liza, thimble. Sorry, I'm going to.
It's fine, I don't care. I'll just probably switch to British.
Liza, thimbles is
Liza's
simply
thimble.
unattainable for a lot of reasons.
I haven't seen her wear it for years anyway, but this ring's awfully pretty. Let's keep it at the hideaway.
Or I could hide it away for your actual birthday. It's only a week away.
And I'll imagine that I'm surprised.
I know we agreed at 13 to stop counting.
Oh, 13, the beginning of the end.
Which birthday is it this year?
I'll be 18, Peter.
Gross.
I know. Now take your broom and get to work.
I'm getting to work, and you can keep the broom. I'm off.
Where to this time?
Where else, the darling? Sorry. I'm
Going into golf.
I'm not going into golf. Where else? The Darling Palace is where the shadow was struck.
Darlington.
The Darlington Palace.
Like Bridgerton, but not that at all.
The Darlington Palace is where the shadow will strike next. If I don't return to tell my story.
Joey will have to tell our story because this time I'm going with you.
Are you still dreaming? There is no way you're coming.
Peter, you've been 3 times already, and every time you go to it, I'm dying to go along.
You can't steal. Girls don't steal.
You're right, we smuggle, boys just get caught.
Haven't caught yet.
Please, Peter.
It'll be too dangerous.
Adventurous.
There will be many things, and we will want shiny things of value, and we can only leave with one.
Then let me choose this time.
I have such good taste.
Joey enters.
Would you two please just grab a duster and get dusting?
It's about time you dust off your running shoes, Peg, because we're off. It's now or never.
Tell our story, Joey.
My story sounds better.
Well, it doesn't exist without me.
Well, really.
Oh.
Oh, bother.
Joey shakes his head and his shoulders and shrugs his shoulders and sighs as Peter climbs out the window with purpose and excitement. Lights go down. Scene in front of the curtain, lighting to look like the stars. Come on, Peter.
Do you even know where you're going?
Of course I do.
Okay, then lead the way. That's what I thought. You see those stars? Right under the constellation there. There. That's where we'll find the
Oh,
treasure.
those are beautiful.
That silver one there is bright.
That's not silver, it's gold.
Agree to disagree. But both are precious metals. There it is. Top window, open. Now, remember, follow the leader and don't make a sound.
I thought you always said ladies first.
You're not a lady now. Ow!
Peggy lightly punches Peter. Lights down as they race to the building. Lights up on them climbing into a window into a small room with a vanity near the window and a small table. Would you look at this treasure trove?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Look, Peter. Peggy holds up a music box identical to Wendy's old one.
That looks
The
like...
musical box we had at the hideaway.
I know.
This is perfect. We can have music again and dance to our heart's content, just like old times.
Speaking of old times, we're racing against it. Just grab it and go.
Hurry
Hurry up!
Peggy turns the knob and music plays the same song as it did in the prologue. This is it. It's just like before. Oh, I could cry.
If you want it, just grab it and let's get out of here.
Who is that in there?
Go now!
The lights come back on and show Joey and Lily, about age 13, cleaning the floor with buckets and rags a few hours later.
Back in time again.
No, it's, we're back. So it's like, it just flashed from these two getting caught in the palace, whatever. And so you two, you're cleaning because they're supposed to be cleaning.
Right.
So you're picking it up. And Lily...
Was that a typo earlier? It said Joey was 18.
He's 18, Lily's 13.
Is Bethany Lily?
Bethany's
Oh, yes,
Lily.
and Lily.
Yeah.
13.
Lily's 13
Okay.
and Joey's 18. You guys have a 5-year age gap. Your
Gotcha.
brother's 15.
Oh, interesting.
Bethany.
You're Lily.
Bethany.
Oh, is it all done on your end, Joey?
Yes, yeah.
All done on your end, Joey?
Not yet. I can't seem to get the stains off this tile.
I'm sure it's fine. No, we will know.
But the headmistress will know.
She'd find something to punish us for, even if it was clean. It looks like it's starting to snow.
Better shut the windows then. It's cold enough in here as it is.
No, Joey, don't shut them. Peter and Peggy won't be able to get back in.
What on earth could be keeping them? It's been ages since they left.
Just then, we hear Peter give the signal that he's returned. He crows like a rooster.
Oh, like a rooster.
I told you they'd be back before.
As Peter is almost to the inside of the window, the sharp whistle from before blows again. Peggy goes quickly over to the window and shuts it firmly. She motions to Joey to cover up the spot he couldn't clean, so he stands on top of it.
I trust you all have finished your chores on time.
Yes, Headmistress.
Yes, headmistress.
Very good. But I must ask, where's Mr. Driscoll? I believe I assigned him to clean this room with the rest of you.
You did, headmistress, but you see, well, Peter had to.
Peter was just taking out the trash, Headmistress. He'll be back in a moment.
I see. Well then, I suppose, since you've all done your job correctly, you can wash up for the afternoon meal. Be downstairs in 5 minutes for inspection. I expect...
Liza enters quickly.
Ma'am, there's a Mistress... there's a Mistress Smee who's come to see you in the foyer. I think you ought to come quickly. Very important, he said.
Very well, Liza. Remember, downstairs in 5 minutes, all of you.
Headmistress exit with Liza. All the children breathe a sigh of relief as Peggy runs to the window to open it, as Joey sits down on the spot he was standing over. Peter climbs to the window with a bag.
You've broken every bone in my hand. What were you thinking, closing my window on me like that? And leaving me out in the cold? I could have been lost to the elements. A broken, frostbitten orphan boy in London pavement with nothing but a sack of full treasure to comfort him in his dying moments.
Stop your dramatics, Peter. I saved your skin. Had you crawled through that window and the headmistress walked in, you wouldn't be able to sit for a week. Especially if she saw what you had.
What did you bring this time, Peter?
Well, gather round, everyone. Time to open the treasure trove. Joey, come on, get over here and take a look.
Oh no, I can see it just fine from here, thank you.
Suit yourself. Now, let's see. In my most recent escapade, I have obtained the most wonderful item for our hideaway.
Better than the spin top and the marble?
Or the book of music and poems.
It can't possibly be better than the silver set and the golden pots and pans. Peter shakes his head, pulls out a golden bag out of the golden box out of the bag. Joey quickly gets up and moves over to the group to watch.
I present you all a magical music contraption. You only have to twist the knob here and prepare to be mystified.
Peter, it's beautiful. Your best steal yet.
It's perfect.
It's incredible.
It's like the ones we used to have in the hideaway. Remember, Peggy?
Yeah, that's a typo. Anyway.
Oh.
Yes, just like that night. Come on, let's all dance. All the children dance until the sharp whistle blows and the headmistress enters furious.
Peter Driscoll!
All the children react quickly. Lily holds on to Joey and Peggy stands closer to Peter. Headmistress grabs him by the ear and shoves him to the floor while keeping hold of his ear.
Ow.
Peggy reacts but is helpless to do anything.
You wicked boy. I had hoped it wasn't true, but I can see I stand corrected. How could you steal from one of the most affluent and influential families in London?
Quite easily. They leave their windows unlocked.
You little scoundrel, it's clear to me that you aren't a bit sorry for your horrid actions toward the Darlington household. You have not only stolen from them, but you've humiliated me and brought shame to this previously blameless establishment. To think I've been housing a common thief in my institution.
Common thief? I'll tell you, miss. I'm one of a kind.
Silent! Now reprobate! Though you refuse to comprehend this fact, you are no longer a child, Peter. You're old enough to receive serious consequences for your crime. For the things you've done, both the Darlingtons and the Times Orphanage for the unfortunate youth have every right to have you incarcerated.
No, please, headmistress, you won't do it again. Please, not Peter.
However, in spite of what I advised them to do with you, the Darlingtons have decided to take a different course of action.
What?
One of their family members suggested you work off the debt, seeing as some of the items could be damaged or defiled with the grime of wherever it is you've hidden them. Someone vouched for you, only heaven knows why they would. If it hadn't been for this person's generosity and understanding, you'd be behind bars by breakfast.
But who?
So, you had better start packing your few belongings and get ready to leave. You'll work at the manor doing whatever task they require of you. You will be given room and board as well as meals. The chauffeur will be around to...
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And
Just so you
board.
know.
Thank you.
The chauffeur will be round to pick you up in less than 20 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
No,
no,
it's
that's Peggy.
Peggy.
No, that's Peggy.
Okay.
Oh, no, I was just...
Peter, you can't just leave like this.
I won't, don't worry.
Headmistress begins to leave before Peter stops.
Headmistress, please. I must ask you a favour.
I don't believe you are in the position to request a favour of any sort, Peter Driscoll.
Please, just hear me out. I can't imagine going anywhere without Peggy. We've been in each other's shadows ever since we met, and we found ourselves here. We promised each other that if we ever left, so would with the others. So, Headmistress, if there's any chance that she could come along with me.
I'm surprised, Peter. That is almost selfless of you. As a matter of fact, Miss Margaret O'Druid would be of use to the Darlingtons. They have 2 young children in need of a governess, and as I have observed over the years, she has a way with children. Perhaps this would be a golden opportunity for her to do some good with her giftings, instead of using it to fill children's hands with mindless fantasies. Well, the benefits would be the same as Peter's room, board...
And apparently
Provided
that's the
for
same thing.
What do you think of this proposition, Miss O'Druid?
Please say, Peggy, say yes.
Well, can't just let this dolt go flying off to the palace, have an adventure all by himself.
So you agree to go with him?
Yes.
It's settled then. I suggest you start packing your things. However, it must be said that my doors will not open for either of you again, and if any further mischief is caused at their estate, you will be released from the position at once. The 2 of you will be off to the Darlingtons in 15 minutes, and you will be responsible for yourselves from that moment on. And Joey, get the mop! The floor's not nearly clean.
Can you believe it, Peggy? 2 of us, off to the palace. I wonder if it's as grand as the daylight as it is in the dark.
I imagine it is. We'll be able to see all sorts of riches. Imagine the daydreams we can have there. It's certainly much more of a welcoming place for dreams than this dump. Oh, Joey, Lily, I completely forgot.
It's alright, it's not your fault. We all knew this day would come, that we'd have to be separated. It just happened without warning.
Oh, Lily, my sweet girl, don't cry.
Can't help it. You're leaving. And we know a code. Never look back.
That's not it. It's never grow up. So we can never grow apart, even if we aren't near each other all the time. If you and Joey aren't behind me, how can I not look back? Oh, wait, sorry. If you and Joey are behind me, how can I not look back?
What are we to do without you?
See here, Lily. We might be leaving the orphanage, but we can never truly leave each other. Not as long as we have Neverland. We can all still go there and see each other any day, every day, if you like.
When you see the fairies in your daydreams, think of us. We are one and the same with them, only they sparkle a bit more than we do.
I wish your life was as sparkling and wonderful as that dreamland, Peggy. It isn't there. I know when I close my eyes, I'll imagine there, but she won't really be there. I won't be able to give you a hug when I need it.
You're right. Isn't she, Peter? Why can't all of our lives be like a dream?
Because then we wouldn't have a need for Neverland. If the real world was perfect, why would we fly away from it? That's why the dream world exists, Peggy, so we can escape.
Lily cries. Hugs Peggy and Peter, who pulls Joe. Peggy pulls. You pull Joey into the hug. Don't you fret. We'll come to visit you as often as we can, won't we, Peter?
Definitely. Now, no more crying, princess. Remember, now I'll be off to the palace, and you'll have to lead us in Neverland. We're such an unruly pack of lost ones, and we'd be even more lost without your smile lighting the path. Why, why, without it, I'd be sure to forget my way.
Just please don't forget us, Peter.
Never, Lily. I'll never forget.
Lily hugs Peter. Headmistress enters and pulls out her pocket watch.
Wait, I lost the spot. Ah, the vehicle has arrived 10 minutes early at that. It's time for you to leave.
Lily doesn't let go of her hug with Peter.
Happy thoughts, Lily.
She's not the only one who needs them, Joey. You must remember to dream too.
I'll try. Believe me, I'll try.
Peggy hugs Joey, who didn't expect a hug and relaxes into it. Once she lets go, he feels a bit awkward and just waves back to her as Peter comes over and hugs him.
If you don't hurry, I might just inform them that you've changed your mind on the whole matter.
You'd best get going.
Wish us luck.
Headmistress, before we go,
If you're
can
going
I
to
have
ask
one more
for
question?
more, If you're going to ask for more companions, the answer is no.
No, it's not that. As much as I'd like to bring some of them. It's about the person who sent for us. I don't know anyone at the Darlington Palace. Who was it who vouched for me?
As a matter of fact, it was young Lady Darlington.
But I don't know any ladies.
Peggy punches him like
Ow!
Rude.
You might recognize her by her first name. She was one of your own, a former resident of these halls, before she was young Lady Darlington. Her name was simply Wendy.
Wendy!
Dun, dun, dun.
We all saw it coming.
Okay, he's gonna read Peter for the
Sounds good.
Okay, and Virginia reads this one. Transition to the Darlington Manor. Fine blue curtains on both sides of a large center window.
Do you want me to read for John?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great.
Perfect.
And then, Katie, could you read for Michael? He's like a bratty little kid.
Michael.
He's a
No,
brat.
I'm kidding.
Is Michael Mr. Smee?
Oh, you be a
No.
bloody little kid.
You're Lord Darlington. Wait a second. No.
I'm Lady
Wait,
Darlington.
you're
Yeah,
reading
I'm
John.
Lord
She
Darlington.
reads Lord Darlington.
I can be Michael!
Okay, you be. Wait.
Torrey was Lord,
No.
Lady Darlington.
I'm Lady
No,
Darlington.
I'm Lady
She's
Darlington.
duh.
Who's Lady
Forgot.
Darlington?
She
She's
forgot.
Lady
Okay, you're Lady
Darlington.
Darlington. You can be Michael. You are Lord Darlington.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Then you're
How old is Michael?
13.
Oh,
They're like 13 years old. They're both
Am I
like
17 or
13.
18
Oh
in this
my
one?
goodness.
It's 17, right?
Everyone's so
17,
old.
And I'm 15.
Oh, wait, who are you?
John.
You're twins. You're 13.
I'm John.
Oh, Michael and John are twins.
Michael and John are twins.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, let's go.
Wait a second, weren't you two the twins in the murder mystery? Who was
No,
No,
that was Eli and Sylvia.
Okay.
Exhibit B.
Okay, alright. Transition to the Darlington Manor. A staircase leads down from the large window. Servant, Mr. Smee, leads an astonished Peggy and Peter into the grand hall.
Right this way, please.
Look at this place, Peter. It's the most amazing world I've ever seen.
Isn't it though? And we get to live in it, and who knows for how long.
This is only a daydream. I'll never sleep again. Wendy enters near to the window on the platform, turns so that her face is unseen by Peter, Peggy, or the audience. She speaks in a very serious tone.
First, it was through the nursery window, next to my uncle's study, then the kitchen, and finally my room. And when the act was done, all I saw escaping was a shadow. My little cousins thought it was a ghost. Auntie supposed that it could be a spirit, and my dear uncle said it was a burglar. But I knew exactly who you were.
Wendy turns swiftly to see Peter and Peggy with a broad smile that contradicts her previous serious tone.
Peter Driscoll!
Wendy, it's you!
Peter, it's so good to see you.
Wendy looks him up and down and sees his shabbiness, but smiles.
You look the same as the last night I saw you.
And you don't look the same at all.
Wendy's expression changes. She's almost offended.
That's a good thing. You look
You look very grown up. Wendy sees Peggy and she lights up. The two of them hug.
Oh, Peggy, dear. I had never dreamed you would come too.
Headmistress told me that your family was in need of a governess.
Oh, yes. You would be perfect for the position. My little cousins will adore you and your stories. Oh, your stories. I must hear everything, absolutely everything that's happened since I moved on. It's been far too long.
Lord, Lady the Darlingtons enter with John and Michael close behind.
My lord, my lady.
Oh, I must introduce the two of you. Uncle, Auntie, this is Peter Driscoll and Peggy O'Druid, two of my very dearest friends.
Peter and Peggy attempt to bow in a curtsy, but Peter curtsies and Peggy... Wendy stifles a giggle, but also looks a bit offended again.
And Peter, Peggy, this is my uncle, Lord Darlington, and my aunt, Lady Darlington, and my little cousins, John and Michael.
How do you do?
Peter and Peggy stifle a laugh at the boys' proper attitude at their young age.
You see, Michael, I told you it wasn't a ghost Wendy caught stealing.
Not ghosts, but they might be rats.
Well, excuse you.
Hey.
Boys, return to your studies. Your new governess will be with you shortly.
Governess? Her?
That ratty girl.
So says the tiny weasel.
Well, I never.
It's Peter.
Oh, sorry, I got lost. She was only joking, right, Peggy?
My apologies, ma'am.
Well then, Mr. Driscoll, I presume you've been informed of the reason for your employment here.
Yes, Your Highness, or Your Honorableness, or...
Such formalities will not be necessary. Due to the unorthodox nature of you and your companion being hired by the Darlington estate, the time frame of your employment is undecided.
Pardon?
We can stay as long as we want.
As long as your services are of use to us. However, I am sure that you two will prove yourselves to be hard workers. Now, Mr. Smee, will you show...
We'll show you too.
Well, no, Mr. Smee will show you to your quarters so you can freshen up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Right this way, please.
Peggy begins to call Mr. Smee off and Peter approaches Wendy again.
It's great to see you again, Wendy. To see that you made it.
Same to you, Peter. We both made
Peggy
it.
looks back and sees the exchange and pulls Peter away with excitement and a bit of agitation. Both exit the stage as Wendy smiles blissfully at her two friends.
Gwendolyn, dear, I hope my saying so does not come across as offensive to you or your former acquaintances, but I'm afraid we may have made a grave mistake.
Whatever do you mean by a mistake, Auntie?
Do not take this the wrong way, Gwendolyn. But as members of higher society, it is our responsibility to keep our reputation spotless. Perfectly spotless. And the presence of this young Mr. Driscoll and his companion is anything but.
Your uncle does have a point here.
I don't mean to cross you, Auntie, nor shame the family reputation, but I share the same image. I shared the same image when I first came to live with you, did I not? Surely they can adapt just as I did.
That was different. You were of finer breeding, kin to us after all. The child of my dear sister, God rest her soul.
I understand, Uncle, but you must also understand that the Times orphanage for unfortunate youth, I was one of the few fortunate ones. Pete and Peggy were not. I found that I had family to take me in. Who knows what their situations were?
Regardless of their situation, that does nothing to justify young Mr. Driscoll's thievery. A thief never changes his ways.
I am not too sure we can trust him.
Then trust my judgment. Peter would never do anything with malicious intent.
It is not a matter of trusting your judgment, but rather trusting that young Mr. Driscoll will live up to your expectations. And another thing, even if he does prove himself, it is clear that the girl he is with is not of your caliber.
Oh, yes, especially concerning her position as John and Michael's governess. She will be responsible for their education until they leave for boarding school. When they come of age, that is. Her crude manner is hardly anything we wish to display as an example to them or to you.
Irish.
I concur. She is anything but a suitable lady like yourself, Gwendolyn.
I may be of noble blood, but that has nothing to do with whether I became a suitable lady. When you found me, I was in no better of a position than Peggy, a young girl who lost her parents and was waiting for someone to carry her away from that place. As for her crude manners you speak of, she spent the last 4 years merely surviving in that orphanage. She hardly had time to daydream, let alone learn the ways of high society. She will prove you wrong. Both of them will.
Very well, dear. They may stay for the time being if they prove themselves.
Oh, thank you, Auntie.
However, if another incident occurs with either of your two colleagues, we'll have no choice but to let them go. Is that understood?
Yes, Uncle, I understand. And thank you. I'm sure they won't let you down.
I can only hope so, Wendy.
Wendy, Lord Darlington, and Lady Darlington all exit as Peggy enters wearing a smart-looking updo and sophisticated blouse and skirt of the time. Yes.
I'm in the bathroom.
Okay, you're good.
I don't think I'm in the
No, you're good. She is sophisticated. She's wearing a smart-looking updo and a sophisticated blouse and skirt of the time. She is clearly uncomfortable, but happy to be wearing something of finery. Looking around in awe, she runs into Mr. Smee.
Bump.
I'm sorry. Are your quarters to your satisfaction, Miss O'Druid?
I will say they are. I've never seen a prettier room. Everything is simply smashing.
I beg your pardon, Miss O'Druid?
It's all wonderful. And call me Peggy, if you please. And about the room, I'll be sure to keep it up.
No need for that, Miss Druid. We have the help to keep it up, as you say.
As you say.
I'm not sure I could trust anyone going in there and not start taking any of those fancy baubles. Peter enters wearing a servant's uniform, which includes a tie.
You might have to if I'm the help.
Peter?
My gosh, Peg, you look different.
Thanks, Peter.
Makes you look older.
I know. Don't you just hate it?
Both of them start.
Anyway.
I trust you finish your first task of the day, Mr. Driscoll.
I've swept the study and the books are all back in place.
Including
the book of music and poems. I put it back on the desk.
Very good, then. You can see Miss O'Druid, the young master's nursery. Then, if you just ascend to the 3rd floor, you will spend the rest of your day seeing what needs to be done in the greenhouse.
Peg, meet me at the greenhouse tonight after you're done with your work.
Peter offers his arm to Peggy, who playfully punches it.
Now, if you two will just...
Race you to the nursery.
You mean beat you there. Both Peter and Peggy run down the hall to the nursery, leaving Mr. Smee behind looking
I
confused.
say no running in the hall.
Transition to the greenhouse. Midnight.
Scene change!
Go CJ! We're gonna keep it with Keenan.
Yeah, sounds good.
Peter? Peter, are you in here? Peggy. Peggy calls out with the rooster call. Peter appears from behind one of the trees and crows like a rooster in return.
I don't think I can
That's
do
fine.
that.
Go ahead.
You
just
cold?
fine. Peter, this place, it's miraculous. Who'd ever think they'd have a private island on their top floor?
And tonight, it's our private island. Care for a clementine?
Oranges. However did you... Peter, you didn't.
Don't look so alarmed. I got it fair and square this time. Turns out in a place like this, all you have to do is ask and it shall be done.
Oh, well, look at you on the straight and narrow.
If it keeps it so we can stay here, you bet.
Peter, You really want to?
As long as we can manage it. Why, don't you?
It's all wonderful, but don't you want to just a little more freedom? You know, freedom to just be us, be kids for just a little while longer?
I'm just glad to get out of that scrumhole orphanage.
I thought it would be perfect here. Like a fairy tale. Living in a castle, being with a veritable princess. You imagine they took all our troubles away.
Well, that's not too far off from what this is. Clean rooms, plenty of good food, and perfect places to escape from reality. It's our daydreams come true.
Even if it is like a dream, just look at us. You in that tie, all dressed up like an adult, just to clean like you did at times. And me in whatever this dress is. The both of us, still taking orders from grown-ups. Peter takes off his tie.
Well...
Don't you see it? This place, all its finery, it's beautiful, but all the rules, they're so rigid. They made Wendy and those boys grow up too fast. You know what they did when I arrived to teach them? They wanted to get to their learning straight away. No rolling their eyes or begging to play games. No pulling my hair.
It would be impossible to pull that thing off with the way it's all done up.
Peggy pulls her hair out of its updo so it cascades down. You know what I mean, Peter. Those two can't be more than 11 or 12, but they insisted that I get on with their lessons rather than humor them with stories.
But you would always tell stories when you were at the orphanage.
I didn't want to hear anything about real stories, Peter. They just wanted history. They just said their parents were paying me to teach them about numerals, not Neverland. I've never met children who don't believe in it.
Why would they go to Neverland if they lived in a place like this? There's no reason to need an escape.
I suppose you're right.
Oh, they'll come around. Sooner or later, they'll see how boring your arithmetic lessons can be, and those boys will beg you to talk about something fun for once. Remember how long it takes some of the others? Start simple, like with the cakes and Christmas time.
Peter gives Peggy an orange. As she peels it, he looks off absent-mindedly while fiddling with one of his own.
Perhaps we need an orange.
It's good to see you.
That was so fast.
Just gets thrown on stage.
No, the Katie Lily has no orange. That's why I was like...
Okay.
It's good to see her again. Wendy, I mean.
Wendy? I suppose so. She's changed. Can you believe it? Little Miss Wendy Bird flew the coop and grew up.
It suits her, though. She looks happy.
She is. I'll be the first happy grown-up girl I've seen. Not listening to Peggy.
She's like the first star I see when I look out these windows. All silver and shining so brightly I can hardly think of anything else.
A beat of silence and Peggy trying to comprehend his meaning. She's almost hurt and very confused. He's never talked like this before, at least not to her. And what am I, Peter?
Oh, you're up there too. You're like a different kind of star. The kind with a twinkle in its eye. The little golden one that winks when I look up at it.
So I'm just the second star then.
But it's the second star that leads you to Netherlands.
Oh, that was so good, Abigail. Oh.
I promise I always will. Oh, can we go back and say those lines again?
Sorry.
You're good. So I'm just the second star then.
But it's the second star that leads you to Neverland.
I promise I always will, on my honor. Peggy holds out her hand, which Peter takes as a cue for their secret handshake. Once they complete it, Peter looks out the window while Peggy closes her eyes. What does Neverland look like tonight, Peter?
It's snowing.
On the beach?
No, silly, out the window, right out there.
Did you do that on purpose?
For what?
The fact that it always snows, whenever Peter leaves Neverland, it starts snowing.
What? I didn't know that!
Yes,
Oh,
Peter Pan brings summer when he's there. And when he leaves, it starts snowing. That is so...
According to the movie. Is it in a book?
That's in the book.
I'm sure it's in the
I
book.
didn't know that.
Oh, is it not?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
it's in the
something,
movie.
though. No,
Still,
it's in Pan.
It's
not Pan.
It's not Pan. It's
Not
the
Pan.
one. It's the one
Hook.
with the 2000. No, it's not Hook. It's
No,
the other one.
It's
It's that
one
the good
that
one.
JJ likes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's the one that we watched at
Is it
Josh's
in Peter?
house.
But
We.
I thought you did
it
that
was
on
unintentional.
purpose.
No,
Like, that's
completely unintentional.
awesome.
I
Anyway.
just love the star descriptions. That's so cool.
Thanks. Okay.
It's
I can
snowing
start
because
at
she's
no
gone.
silly.
No, silly. Okay, go ahead.
No, silly, out the window, right out there.
Snowing on our very own tropical island. The two of them look up and see the snow falling outside the window. As Peter smiles, he looks over at Peggy, who's also smiling.
After I'm through working my debt off, we can leave, that is. We can leave, that is. If you still want to after seeing this video.
And if we did, where would we go?
Not back to Time's orphanage, that's for sure. We'll get the rest of the lost ones out to there and we'll all go.
Back on the run again?
For a while,
We can
yes.
find a private island.
In London.
We found this one, someplace safe, and if it exists, we'll never leave. As soon as we're done, we'll fly away from here, from the orphanage, everything, and we'll never look back. Will we, Peter?
Never.
As the lights dim down, Peter and Peggy, who both sit back down on the bench, Tinkerbell and Peter Pan dance on briefly as the set changes to show the next scene. The lights slowly come back up, but stay somewhat dimmed. One half of the stage is set up to be Peter's childhood home, Christmas Eve, 1907. There's a small Christmas tree sitting on a side table near a rocking chair near a window. Peter's brother, the young version of him, sits at the foot of the rocking chair playing with toys, notably a wooden sword or some toy soldiers. Peter's mother sits in the rocking chair with a Bible and younger Peter on her lap with his notebook that he's drawing in. Both boys have oranges that they have neglected to eat.
Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and... Now, are you paying attention, Peter? Peter, look at me. No. Are we doing the reading in between?
Peter puts down his things and looks at his mother.
Now, Peter, are you listening?
He was thinking about Papa again.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Is that what you
No, I
meant?
Oh,
wasn't.
wait a second. What are we doing?
Do you want me, Peter, or younger Peter? Or the little brother?
You're a younger brother.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
the younger brother. And you can just read it in your normal voices. It's
Aww.
fine. I mean, you can do it if you want. If it's pitched up, you can do pitched up if you want.
He was thinking about Papa again.
No, I wasn't.
You were too. You think he's not coming back in time for presents, and you want to open them now.
That's not true.
It is so. You opened that one early.
Papa gave it to me this morning.
Only because you peeked at it and ruined the surprise. Mother, I know he wasn't listening to your reading.
If you were fighting, then neither of you were listening. Papa will be back from the mines at any minute now, and then we will be done with reading, and the both of you can open your presents. But before either of you open anything, you must first eat your Christmas oranges and listen to the passages I was trying to read to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, where were we? Ah, yes. Jesus called a little child unto him, and he set him in the midst of them, and he said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter the kingdom of heaven.
Mother, what is heaven like?
It's a place for kids, nitwit.
You don't know. Mother does. What is it, Mother?
Well, the way I like to think of it is, it's a place where nothing can ever hurt you again. In heaven, every tear you've ever cried is wiped away forever, and once you get there, you never have to leave. I think its real name must be Neverland.
Neverland?
Because bad things can never happen there, since it's a place made for God's children.
So, you're not going.
Shut up!
Make me then, on God.
Younger Peter jumps off his mother's lap and runs, to which Peter's brother. So Peter has like a notebook that his father gave him, and so he's using that as a shield while his brother, who's slightly older than him, is hit with a sword.
Wait. Abby,
Okay. Yes.
They don't know who the brother is?
No, they don't know who the brother is.
Is that real?
Zip it!
Bethany, don't spoil it.
Some people know, some people don't. Some people
I
don't.
was just curious.
Michael and Virginia have no clue. Anyway.
Mike was like, wait a second, now I'm thinking.
Okay.
No, I'm just reading.
Okay.
I know now, though, since she said that.
Okay, so they're. Okay, so you're using a notebook as a shield, and you're using a
On
wooden
God.
Don't break it.
sword. Don't be such a baby.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
Now, boys,
Papa's home.
Younger Peter suddenly knocked off his feet by his brother, who stands over him as Peter's mother opens the door to find a coal mine worker. Michael, that can be you.
So sorry to have to do this.
No, you say evening, ma'am.
Oh, evening, ma'am. You Driscoll Cook's girl.
I'm sorry. Yes, I am his wife. May I help you?
So sorry to have to do this, ma'am. Especially on Christmas Eve.
Ha! I win. I get to open my present first.
But your husband was in a terrible accident on the job.
Anyway.
Too late.
Driscoll, what's happened?
Peter only hears his brother and not the conversation at the doorway.
You broke it.
So you ripped
It's edited.
It's broken mine.
I haven't. Oh, I didn't send you the edited script. It's fine. It's fine. There's no more edits. Anyway.
I had to get through the snowstorm to tell you, or I would have been here sooner. They say nothing could be done.
What are you saying?
He passed nearly an hour ago, ma'am.
There it is.
Shadows.
Mother, what's wrong?
Where's Papa?
Your father, Driscoll, is gone.
Mother? Is he in Neverland?
Peter's mother screams in rage, shock, and pure sadness and runs out of the room, sobbing as Peter's brother and younger Peter look on in shock. The brother storms past younger Peter, leaving him on the stage alone with the broken... Oh, man. There used to be a kaleidoscope, but it's a notebook now. Leaving him with the ripped notebook that he picks up by himself while he tries not to cry. The lights go down and the Christmas tree is taken off stage. Hopefully, the Christmas tree is taken off stage. Secret garden. So, lights up on younger Peter, sitting on the floor with a bruised face with a pile of pots and pans that he's polishing. Peter's mother sits holding a green bottle in her rocking chair, staring out the window. 1913. We're just going to skip the song, but it's like,
Snips,
what are little boys made of? Snips and snails and puppy dog tails, that's what little boys are made of. What are young men made of? What are young men made of? Sighs and leers and crocodile tears, that's what young men are made of. He accidentally drops a pan, which wakes Peter's mother.
Quit the racket. You're giving me a headache.
Yes, Mother.
Keeps singing. What are our mothers made of? What are our mothers made of? Ribbon and laces and sweet pretty faces.
You, Peter,
Yes, Mother.
get me another green fairy.
That, and say the line.
The one clear down, or that's what mothers are made
that's
of?
What
That's what my mother was made of.
As Peter's mother starts to drink the remainder of the liquid in the bottle, the lights dim. The lights dim and the sets remain the same as younger Peter enters from the door with 3 green bottles in hand. This scene... Go ahead. You go ahead and read it. I'm going to go use the restroom.
3 green bottles hanging on the wall. 3 green bottles hanging on the wall. And if 1 green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 2 green bottles hanging on the wall.
He pours second and third bottles.
2 green bottles hanging on the wall. 2 green bottles hanging on the wall. And if 1 green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 1 green bottle hanging on the wall.
By now, the bottles are empty, and young Peter sits on the ground with the bottles and uses them similarly to his kaleidoscope that he had in the previous scene.
1 green bottle hanging on the wall. 1 green bottle hanging on the wall. And if 1 green bottle should accidentally fall...
Peter, where did you put it?
The door swings open to reveal Peter's mother, drunk. She lashes out and grabs the bottle away from younger Peter.
You give it to me. Give it back to me now. You don't take these bottles, do you hear? Don't ever let me catch you taking them again, you little beast. You know what'll happen if you do.
There'll be 0 green bottles hanging on the wall.
Peter's mother preps to hit him with the empty bottle as the lights go out abruptly. Young Peter's scream blends in to young Peter's screams from years ago. The set does not change as the lights come back up. Peter's mother sits holding the green bottle in her rocking chair, staring out the window. January 1914.
Please stop! My hand, stop!
It's your own fault. Just look what you did.
No, please, not again. Please don't.
Young Peter runs through the door, turning to make sure it's shut again. Get in here, you coward!
Mother, please help me.
Stop bothering me.
Please, Mother, you've got to stop it. My hand, he's broken it.
Such a bother. You should stop bothering him if you don't want this to happen. He wouldn't hurt you if you didn't deserve it.
Peter's brother beats angrily on the door.
Mother, please, make him stop. You can make him stop.
You deserve it. You deserve it all for taking his things, my things. You take everything and make it worse, don't you?
Mother, please, it hurts. He's gonna hurt me again.
That's all you're doing, everything. You anger him. You make us do this to you. He punishes you so I don't have to.
But Mother, please, you can stop him.
If you won't mind him, you might as well leave if you're going to whine about it.
No, Mother, please, just look at me. This isn't you, Mother. It's the green fairy that's making you say these things.
Acting like a child. At least your brother acts his age. Grow up already and get back to work.
Papa would have stopped him.
Peter's mother looks at him and shoves him away.
Get out. Just get out.
Young Peter jumps through the open window as Peter's brother stops beating the door as it opens.
Where is he?
He tried to fly through the window. Where'd that little wretch do?
He left my uniform piled all over the floor. I warned him if he did it again, I'd break more than just his hand.
He won't be doing it again. He tried to fly through the window.
Good riddance. Let him catch his death out there in the rain.
Peter's brother exits as Peter's mother goes by the window.
Don't you ever try coming back through here. Do you hear me, Peter Hook?
You hear me?
Peter's mother shuts the window, then looks at the empty bottle in her hands as her drunken screaming. No, it's the same Peter.
Okay. So
Did you see his dad's first name?
Driscoll was his
okay.
dad.
Peter's mother shuts the window, then looks at the empty bottle in her hand as her drunken screaming and laughter turns into anguished cries. The dream fades into darkness again as the score changes and young Peter runs on stage out of breath. March 1914. He bumps into several extras who look at him in disgust before he ducks behind a barrel.
Peggy, oh druid, you come back here this instant, you hear me?
Peggy looks back for a moment before she ducks behind a barrel downstage left with Stitch directly under an open window. Oh, that's dumb. Never mind. Okay, she catches her breath and sits on the ground, hugging herself to keep warm and calm herself.
Psst. Psst. Hey, kid.
Who? Me? Oh wait, young.
It's young.
Oh.
I was gonna read it if you don't.
Oh, no,
if you don't
don't.
care. Okay. Who, me?
Yes, fellow child. Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Then we are both playing hide and go seek.
Shh! Quiet down. Please, you'll find me.
Who?
That old dog.
You're running away from a dog?
She might as well be one. It's old Liza. I tried to take a thimble from her, but she caught me.
What do you want with a thimble?
It's nothing really, but it shines like a star, and I just wanted something to treasure. I have nothing there. I'm running away, and I'm not going back. They can't make me go back.
Make you go back where?
Back to the orphanage. Back to the nightmares. But I won't go. I'm going somewhere else. Some place that I saw in my daydreams. I know I'll be safe there, and once I get there, I'll never leave.
The only place like that is Neverland.
Neverland.
There you can never be hurt and you can never leave. And I've been trying to find it.
What is your name?
I'm Peter. Peter Driscoll.
What if we go to Neverland together, Peter?
I don't think we can find it on Earth.
Oh, I know of a place like that. That's where my sister is, with my mother. They live there among the fairies.
If there are mothers there, I'm not going.
What?
I won't go if there are mothers in Neverland, especially if they're playing with fairies. A fairy took my mother's mind from her, a green fairy, and that's why I'm running away. So if you want to be with mothers and fairies, you can go by yourself.
Well, then we'll find a Neverland that's all our own, where there are no grown-ups, no mothers.
What about fathers?
Fairies don't make fathers go bad. They do that on their own.
Oh, then Neverland really is a place for children.
If you never grow up,
Then you can never be hurt. It sounds like a dream.
maybe it's better than one.
Wait, hold on. Did you write that thing about the mother because Wendy is the lost boy's mother?
Which part? Like, if there's...
Wendy becomes the mother.
Yeah.
Is that
I
unintentional?
think so, yeah. Wait, which
What's so good? Well, no,
which
it's
which
because
line?
you-
Which
it's
line
because-
specifically? Which one?
So when they say mothers aren't there, and okay, so there's this really weird. Sorry, I don't want to take up too much
No,
time.
you're
But there's this really weird that happened. Green fairies, Tinkerbell,
Yeah.
Bell.
Yeah.
I can't talk.
Yeah.
Mother, Wendy. It's almost
Yeah.
like it's an evil and good version.
Yeah, so the green fairy is a slang name for absinthe, which is an alcohol.
That's true,
Yeah.
but there's also green
It's-
fairies in
yeah.
fairy
Tinkerbell.
stories
Yes.
because green is evil.
Yeah.
But then
There's the
Tinkerbell
good-
was a green fairy.
Yeah.
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 So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
like
Yeah.
okay.
you're good.
You had just finished. Maybe it's
So
better.
good.
Okay, maybe it's better than one. We should go before she sees us. Young Peggy holds out her hand, which Peter hesitates to take. What's wrong with your hand?
I was fighting pirates.
You are a funny boy, Peter Driscoll. Hold still a second. Young Peggy rips off the hem of her thin dress and wraps young Peter's hand. He winces as they make eye contact.
I suppose I owe you one. We'll find Neverland, and I'll get you that treasure.
You promise?
On my honor.
Young Peter salutes her with his broken hand as she giggles, responding with her own salute. Shall we be off?
Before you give me your hand, I was hoping for you to give me your name.
I'm Liza enters.
Peggy, oh druid, get back in here.
Run, never look back. The lights come back up. I kind of want to skip this scene because I kind of cut it out of the original draft.
We can do that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Skip it.
It's short and it's basically just it doesn't exist in the final version because
That's fine.
the whole thing is like World War I ended. Servants get the day off. Woo, wonderful, great, lovely, awesome. Peter, Peggy get a day out on the town. Okay,
And cut it.
cut
Yeah,
it.
cut.
So
Good
skip
To
to
6A.
6A, returning to Neverland.
Copy. Who do you want reading for who?
Peter's not really in this scene, so we're gonna. Can you guys do
Michael
John and Michael
John.
again?
Yeah.
Wait, Torrey and
Yeah.
him?
Do you want to be one of them?
I don't care. I'm down
If
for
you're
whatever.
Peter in the next scene, can you who cares? Who's Peter in the
No, I
next
don't
scene?
care.
Did
Okay.
you want to try to read Wendy again?
I don't know if Wendy's in this. Oh, she's in.
Yeah,
She is
It
in
says
this
I'm
scene.
headmistress. You can take one.
Are you okay with
Okay.
that? Are you good with
Yeah,
that?
of
I
course,
love your
whatever.
headmistress, by the way.
Yeah, your headmistress is awesome.
Flippin',
Yes.
go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
okay, plot points are weird at this point. Anyway, so World War I has just ended.
Okay.
Let's just be
Huzzah!
weird.
Huzzah!
Great.
Yeah.
So can you do whichever John?
Here.
I can do John.
So you want
Can
me
you
to
guys do
be?
John and Michael?
Yeah.
Because they're.
Do you want me to?
Oh,
Do you want
no.
me to stay, John?
Yeah, you
I
say
don't
John.
want
You do
you,
Michael.
Michael.
You're a cute Michael. Ready?
Wait, who's reading what? I'm confused.
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
Wendy,
I'm Wendy.
Wendy,
headmistress.
headmistress. Great, perfect. Okay, next morning, November 12th, nursery set. Peggy wears her blue teacher's outfit with her. Okay, they sit at a table at their perfectly clean room. 10 times 3 is.
30.
11 times 3 is.
33.
12 times 3 is. Please come in.
Good morning. How goes the teaching of the Darlington twins?
Well, their times table has improved since the last lesson, but it's as boring as ever.
Well, I was wondering if you could do me a personal favour.
Of course, what do you need?
Well, Auntie holds charity balls every year around the holidays, but with the signing of the armistice, practically everyone will be wanting to celebrate as soon as possible. So she decided to set the date a little earlier this year, and I would adore having you and Peter there.
A real ball.
The first victory ball of many in a season to come, and oh, you are welcome to any dress in my personal wardrobe.
Really and truly.
Of course. Oh, but I am getting ahead of myself. Back to business. Now, I know it's short notice, but if you would invite the children of the Times home, I know Auntie would be honoured to host them.
Oh, Wendy, that would be marvelous. The kids would love it. Just imagine, all of us at a fancy dress ball. I'm so excited I could scream. Oh, I gotta tell them now.
I don't see why not. Here you are.
What about our lessons?
We were nearly through reading our threes.
Why don't you come along with me?
Us? To the rat hole.
John, mind your manners.
He's not entirely wrong, Wendy.
Are you sure it will be all right?
No, it's just to have him meet the kids.
I suppose Auntie wouldn't mind, seeing as it's for charity, and as long as you have them back before dawn.
Off we go, boys. All right, transition to the orphans.
Go St. George.
Yeah. Okay. Transition. Okay. Headmistress.
Joey, the state of this room is as if a cyclone blew through it.
Britain doesn't have cyclones.
This room.
But the sun never sets on the British Empire.
A flood.
They knew about them.
my
They
God.
thought they
Channel.
were bougie and cool.
Overwhelmed.
You heard of cycling?
Oh, did you
They would've
share the
said like
name
a
with me?
Yeah. It's not. There's no differences at this point.
There was one difference.
Has
Instead
just
of
happened.
instead of a killer's book, it was notebook.
Northeast.
Kaleidoscope. Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Headmistress.
Feliz Navidad. I expect more from you.
Yes. You say.
Right. I'm sorry, Mom.
I expect more from you.
Yes, headmistress.
I trust you understand that your position here as a cleaner is only because your sister remains here, unselected for adoption.
Yes, headmistress.
If you don't improve your work ethic and your attention to detail, I have no time for your sloppiness. You will find yourself out of a job. Much like...
Peggy Andrews.
Peggy?
It's Joey.
Joey! Say
Oh.
Peggy!
Oh, sorry.
Peggy? Miss O'Druid. I thought I told you that my doors would remain closed should you choose to try and return.
You did, headmistress, and I was only coming by to see my friends for a moment.
And bring 2 lone pups with you?
Lone pups.
Well, I never.
These are my students, John and Michael Darlington.
Yes. The young heirs of the Darlington fortune. I have been to many galas hosted by your family.
That's actually why I'm here, headmistress, in celebration of yesterday's armistice snooze. I've been sent by the family to formally invite you to their victory ball.
Well, of course. You can expect my presence there.
Oh, it's not just you they invited, headmistress. All the children can come.
Oh. All the children?
Orphan or labourer, everyone from Time's establishment is more than welcome.
Oh, that is quite generous of the Darlingtons to open up their home to the common folk of London.
I'll say it is.
But there is no possibility of the Times orphanage being able to afford attire and transportation for all the dear children to attend
pretty penny it would.
Liza's just like, ew.
That's why the Darlington estate is happy to donate the use of suits and dresses, and their top chauffeur will gladly transport them.
Really, Peggy? Fancy dress ball?
Yes!
And suits and carriages.
The very finest of suits and carriages. What do you say, everyone? Won't it be wonderful?
Yes! Sponsor.
I will have silence.
Everyone's quiet. Headmistress Beth.
I will consider it, Miss O'Druid. The children must not let this excitement distract them from their responsibilities. They can barely focus as it is.
Oh, well, the twins and I can help.
We can.
Of course. It'd be a wonderful lesson, wouldn't it, boys?
Why?
No.
To have the heirs of the richest family in London cleaning alongside common orphans would bring
A claim to your establishment knowing that the richest family in London sent volunteers to assist in the children's daily responsibilities.
Very well then. I suppose there is no harm in you being here alongside these young gentlemen, who are sure to elevate the droll lives of these poor pathetic young ones. You all will be sure to be on your best behaviour. If I observe anything less than perfection, this generous invitation will have to be declined. Am I clearly understood?
Okay, think about it. Yes.
Okay, and then Headmistress is gone. Lily, run up to...
Oh, Peggy, I missed you so.
I missed you too. It's so good to see all of you again. All of you.
It's good to see you, Peggy. You look different.
I know. Can you believe this outfit?
I think it looks very smart.
If by smart you mean stuffy.
You look like a lady.
Right, but don't worry. I haven't changed, not a bit.
So, this is the rat hole.
And all the rats.
Boys.
You want to see the rats? They're under my bed. Look.
Oh!
Lily, don't let Napoleon out. He's the best one.
John, Michael, this is my friend, Joey Davies.
Hello.
And my honorary little sister, and his actual little sister, Lily. Lily pops out from under the bed with a white rat.
And this is Napoleon.
Oh.
And why don't you all get acquainted with one another for a bit?
Yes. How often do you see the Queen?
What are your parents like?
Why are you wearing your Sunday best? How many toys do you have?
How many biscuits do you have with your tea?
Do you have tea with the Queen?
While John and Michael are bombarded with questions, Peggy grabs Joey's arm. Downstairs. Joey. Joey.
Sorry.
I've been gone for less than a week. Why are there are twice as many children here as than when I left? What happened?
Well, with the news that the war ended came the news of who wasn't coming home. Most had no one left, and most of them have only been here since yesterday.
No, this shouldn't be happening. These poor children.
The only thing we can do for them now is help them cope with their new home.
No, this place is not their home. But I know a place that can be. Peggy sees a little girl sitting on her bed, hugging herself in silence. Hello? What's your name?
She hasn't spoken a word since she arrived. Headmistress said her name is Jane. Jane Llewellyn.
Welsh.
Llewellyn. She's dropped off here this morning.
Jane, how would you like to go on an adventure? She gives no response. I know this world is a scary place, but I know somewhere we can escape. If you want to join us, just speak up. We'll take you if you want to go.
Are you sure now is the best time? We're supposed to be cleaning now, after all.
Why not? Even Neverland can use a bit of spring cleaning, and today is the perfect day for it.
Do you have any pets?
Of course not.
Father cannot abide creatures running amok in the match.
You have a mansion? Inside or outside the palace?
For the last time, we do not have a palace.
All right, everyone, settle down. That's enough questions from all of you.
I should say so.
So we're off then.
We're off all right, off on an adventure.
What?
I hope you mean back to the mansion.
I mean, back to a wondrous place. Better than your father's mansion. Better than the king's palace. For some of us, it'll be a return. But for most of you, this will be your very first trip to the one, the only Neverland.
Never what?
I don't see why not. Everyone join hands. John and Michael look suspiciously at Peggy and the orphans, who all start joining hands. Peggy motions for John and Michael to join them, and they both do so begrudgingly. Now, think happy thoughts. It can be anything. Anything happy or exciting at all.
The fancy dress ball.
My birthday!
New shoes.
A puppy!
I'll think of...
That's Katie. That's Katie.
I'll think of flying.
Yes. Yes, Jane, that's perfect.
This is stupid.
This is anything but, John. What's your happy thought?
That I'm going back to my reading at home.
Well, what are some things you're reading about?
It's actually quite interesting. The legends of King Arthur, as well as the history of pirates in the Spanish Main.
That is perfect, John. Take this.
A broom.
No, John, that is no broom. Why, you have been trusted with a noble sword, much like King Arthur himself.
I don't recall King Arthur ever using a broom.
It is a sword. What shall we need it for, Peggy?
Don't you remember? We are a group of strapping soldiers bound for Neverland on our stolen ship, the Jolly Roger, and there are many fierce pirates waiting to send us all over the dreaded plank before we get to port.
That was a lot.
We don't get to go down, but we don't. We'll laugh. But we won't go down with the ship.
No, we won't, Joey. That's the spirit.
Oh, I've got my sword. What about you, Michael?
I don't know what I've got.
You and I can share a sword then.
Oh, why, thank you, Lily.
You're not actually believing this, are you, Michael?
I'm holding the hand of a princess.
I'll believe it.
I'll believe it while I can.
Ridiculous. I don't see any pirates.
Sometimes you cannot see them. Pirates can be anything and anywhere, in bad thoughts, nightmares, wicked grown-ups, and if one does not believe in Neverland, then it makes it easier for the pirates to hurl you overboard.
There are no real pirates.
Are you certain?
Yes.
Well then, if you're quite certain that there are no pirates here, you won't mind checking below deck. Peggy lifts the blanket off of Lily's bed to reveal many rats living beneath the bed. John jumps back in fear.
How will we stop them, Peggy? There are too many of them.
Grab your swords, everyone, on my count. 1, 2, 3. Charge!
Charge!
Okay. I know we've got like 5 minutes before I said that we're supposed to leave, so I don't know.
No, we have until 9:30.
We have
sure?
until 9:30.
It takes 30 minutes
I
to get
can
back,
do it in
and we
like
can get it faster.
No.
35.
I
have nobody with us.
9:20.
Yeah.
We got time.
We got time.
Okay, I just want to leave like 5 minutes for discussion, so we'll go for 5 more minutes. Okay.
Who reads Wendy
Is
for
this-
this one?
Let's do Virginia since she hasn't.
Do you want me to do Peter?
Yes. Yeah.
Good morning, Peter.
Sorry.
Morning.
Good morning, Wendy. I was on my way to the boys' room to spiff off a bit when I thought I would be best to give this back to you.
Oh, Peter, my music box. You've no idea how much it means.
You're quite welcome. Well, I'd best be getting back to work.
You'll join me for tea first, won't you? I'd love the company.
I would. I mean, yes, I would love to.
Peter sits awkwardly. He's tongue-tied.
I'll be honest with you, I have no idea where to start with how fancy everything is.
Oh, well, it's quite simple, really. I serve the tea, and then...
No, not the tea. Although I still don't know where to begin with the silverware. I mean, how fancy everything in this place, this palace,
It's a mansion, really.
whatever it's called. How do you end up here? The Darlington royalty?
We're not royalty, we're nobility.
Oh, sorry, right. Lady Darlington.
It's just a name, Peter.
Yeah, of course it is. It's nothing at all. Just a bit of riches here, a bit of nobility there. Did you see the fine collection of gold signed by the king himself? It's nothing but a name. How did you get your name? Most royalty. Sorry, nobility doesn't adopt nobodies like us.
You'd be right. I was just as shocked as you are, but it just so happens that my mother was Darlington, Lady Maria Darlington, sister to my uncle. I had no idea that my mother was considered regal, only that she was perfect for both my father and I.
So, what happened?
She was born and raised as the face of the Darlington royalty, as you call it. But she was a bit of a free spirit. Apparently, she rejected her own fortune and chose to pursue love instead. She married my father, a sailor, and left for Australia as soon as her parents found out. Eventually, they had me. After my grandparents' passing here in London, my uncle wanted to reconnect with my mother and give her a chance to claim her share of the inheritance. She decided to take that chance. I was 12 when we started off for England. They didn't tell me why we were going there, but I arrived alone. There was a storm, and they were lost at sea.
Wendy, I never knew. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you needn't be. There's nothing that can be done about it. With how bad of a storm it was, I was one of the lucky ones. But I was alone, in a new country full of people I didn't know, and since I had no one to take me in, as far as I knew, I was registered at Times Orphanage for Unfortunate Youth under my father's surname. That's why it took so long for my family to locate me. A family I had no idea existed.
Peter finally gets the courage to grab a scone.
Oh, wager, that was a surprise. Seeing a gilded carriage pick you up at Times Gate.
It was. They often tell me, oh, I shouldn't speak of such things. It's so right.
with his mouth full of a scone and another in his hand.
Go on, I don't mind a bit.
Well, they often say that it was good they found me when they did, so that I hadn't yet grown accustomed to the ways of other common orphans found at that place.
It's a shame that the world defines orphans as something common.
Yes, but I suppose it was providential that I was able to meet you there, Peter. You and Peggy got me through the darkest moments of my life, and yet somehow I almost miss those days in the orphan's dormitory.
I don't.
Peter,
I mean, look at you, Wendy. You made it out. Living here, all of this, you have everything.
let me elaborate. It gets a little lonely sometimes. Don't misunderstand me. Oh, of course I had my family here and all the social calls and the wealth and comfortability. But back at the orphanage, I had you. That was all I needed. But here I have all I ever wanted, and now it's like I truly have everything. My life is like a dream finally come true.
Like a person on Neverland.
What?
Neverland. Silly, don't you remember, Wendy? What fun we used to have there.
Oh, yes, Neverland. That was a very fun game, as I recall.
Game?
Yes, in the little shack outside the orphanage.
You mean the portal?
Or when you pretended to swab the deck of a ship when you had him up for
The Jolly Roger?
I beg your pardon.
That was our ship, the Jolly Roger. We made Peggy the captain, remember?
Peter, there was no...
Yes, there was. And once it flew to Neverland Port, we had the feast for your going away party.
My going away party?
You don't remember that night?
Oh, yes, of course.
So you remember the great feast we had,
Of your stash of stolen sugar cubes.
and swimming the ocean,
Running in the rain.
and the dancing all the hours until night, until you had to leave.
Peter, are you quite all right? You don't seem to remember the life at times the way it was.
I'm more than fine. It's you who doesn't seem to remember the life we common orphans dreamed up together. You really did leave Neverland behind you all those years ago.
There's silence between them.
Some hostess I am. Forgotten to serve you your tea. Do you take sugar?
Don't you mean steel sugar?
No, Peter.
No, really, you forgot. You said you would never forget.
I didn't forget. I just grew up. From the look of it, you haven't.
The door closes to the front door.
I almost did. But my daydream stopped that. And you know what I have to saying forever, staying forever young at heart? Hear, hear.
Peter accidentally spills the tea onto the floor, knocking the teacup over and onto the floor as well.
Oh, you're such a child.
I'm sorry. I'll clean it up, I swear.
Peter, it's all
No, it's not.
It was an accident.
I did it, I spilled
You
it.
didn't mean
I'll clean it up.
This is not your job. Someone else will take care of it. I'll see to that.
Wendy rings a bell to signal a servant.
I'm sorry, Wendy.
No, Peter. I'm the one who owes you an apology. I shouldn't have said that to you.
It's not you. At least, it's like you're not the one I heard saying it.
What?
I never told a soul, but I wasn't orphaned. But I almost wish I was. I ran away. After my father passed, my mother couldn't bear the pain. Neither could my older brother. It's like all the light that was there when Papa was alive was drained from them. Mother lived and breathed in sadness. She had a bottle with her to drown it. It wouldn't make her happy. It made her sadness worse. Somehow, I thought if I could get rid of her drink, then maybe I could help her find the light again. But when it spilled, even by accident...
I think we should stop. It's 9:15.
I know, yes.
Oh,